Hi everyone, it's Lisa. Today on DoodleDrawArt, we're going to draw Spot from the Good Dinosaur. So I'm going to draw him in a little squatting position with his hands in the front because, you know, he's a human, but his name is Spot. And so he's more like a dog, isn't he? So just to lay out the character, I'm going to draw a few things on my page. So for his face, I'm going to draw sort of a wide egg shape here, just in the middle of my page to show me where I'm going to place it. And then we're going to see his neck coming down from underneath, just like this. And then his arms are coming right from the shoulders here, and his hands. So this is, again, just a little sketch to help me place everything. And then his little legs are going to be sticking out from behind like this, and we'll just maybe see the hint of his toes in the back. And then we'll also see his like little loincloth back here. So this is the general placement on the page for my character. This is not at all the character, this is just the general placement. So now let's get started with the features. So at the place here on his face shape where things start to go narrower before they widen out again, this is where the eyes are going to go. So I'm just going to draw a line right here that will help me place the eyes. And I'll draw a line down the center also so I can get things symmetrical. So I think I'm actually going to start off with the nose, and by doing the nose here I'm just going to draw an up and down shape, a little bit of a rainbow, and then a connecting rainbow underneath, and there's going to be another line in here, and his little nostrils are going to just be at the bottom like this. So that's the basic nose for Spot. And then he's got a really wide smile. So let's do that next. Let's come all the way out to here, and on both sides we're going to aim for these little spots, these spots. And so we're gonna make the smile is going to come down under his nose, and then back up to this corner, and then it gets even wider and comes down like this, and around here, and back up to this other corner. And then we're going to draw all sorts of teeth inside of here. So here's the middle, good to know. We're going to draw a tooth that comes just beside the middle, and another tooth that comes just beside the middle, and then a tooth here, and then another tooth that's coming toward the back into the shadows here. So on the other side, again, we're going to draw another tooth here, and another tooth coming toward the back. I think he has awfully nice white teeth for a cave boy. Alright, so then just down here we're going to draw some bottom teeth. Now there's one in the shadows back here. We can't see that too well, but we're going to have this one, we're going to have this one, we're going to have this one, and then this one, and another one back into the shadow. So this is his big open smile, but most of this part here is going to feel sort of dark and shadowy as we add the colors into this character. So this is his big gaping smile, and then his nose has, like, if you're going to draw shadows, they would be reflecting the bridge of his nose, and then we're going to have his eyeballs just here and here. So the eyeballs are sort of circles, but they're not really. So let's just sketch those in for now. So this is just the general placement for the eyes, but what we're going to do then is think about the shapes of the eyes. So it's going to start in fairly close to the nose here, and it's going to curve up and around like this. So mostly a rainbow shape, but a little bit flatter at the nose area, and then a nice arching round shape here, which is then going to gently curve and come curving under from here to meet up. That's pretty close. And then the same thing on the other side. We're going to make sure that we finish off right here. We're going to have an oval-ish shape, a little tighter than that, and then we're going to have a line underneath that's just going to come back in towards where we started. Now all of this should feel fairly smooth, but it'll be a little bit better in a second once we do two things. One is we're going to darken up this top line because it's going to have like an eyelid look to it, and then we're going to draw in the pupils. This will make him look very much like Spot. So we're going to draw a nice circle right in here, great big circle, and then inside that we're going to draw the black circle, and I always like to leave just a little sparkle inside the black, just like that. And so the same thing on this side, roughly same size and shape like the green of his eyes, and then inside that we're going to draw a black circle, and we're going to leave a little reflection just in there like that. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Let's keep going. Now we're going to draw his eyebrows, and his eyebrows give him like the expression on his face, and so we're going to see his eyebrows are going to be looking a little bit puzzled maybe. So we're going to have a little angle here, and then an arch over, and then another arch and in. And on the other side, this one's going to match the same height as this one, but it's going to come down a little bit more on an angle like this, and then meeting on the other side like so. Okay, starting to look ish like Spot, but we're not there yet. So now we're going to draw a nice big like swooping chin that comes around his whole face. So we're just going to look from here, we're going to come around his mouth, swooping down around his mouth and in, just like that. Gives him his very, just going to bring that in a little more. Gives him his very chubby round face that we need. And then we're going to draw his ears, and his ears are right down here by his mouth. So we're going to draw a backward C on this side. No, that's a C on this side, and a backward C on this side. And then we're just going to draw the inside of his ear. I think this one's too big, just a little, just like so. And then we're going to draw the inside of his ear just like this, not too detailed. Great. Okay, now his hair. This is what's going to make him really look like himself. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up to this area here, so not too far above his eyebrows. So we're going to be seeing the top of his hairline. So first I'm going to draw one piece of hair, and it's going to just come down toward his eyebrow like this. Sort of a claw shape. So there's one piece of hair. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So keeping in mind that this is his hairline right here, we're going to have this one drooping down toward this eyebrow, and then coming back up to meet at his, we're going to call it his part. Not that he has a part, but this is where it meets. And then we're going to draw some more of these hair shapes, kind of following this banana shape. We're going to draw another banana that comes out from the same place and just comes down here like so. And then we're going to draw another banana coming up from here, and it's going to come down like so. And then we're going to draw just a little bit of hair that comes in front of his ear like this. And then we're going to draw, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 bananas. We're going to draw another little banana here that ends just by his ear like this. And I like calling these banana shapes because they kind of are. This banana is going to point out toward my finger a little bit further, so it's going to like stick out this way. That one's not as much of a banana. And then we're going to see a little bit of hair that sort of comes down from behind his ear. Okay, so this is like his bangs section. So let's draw another sticky out one just right here. And then we're going to draw a pointing up one from over here. So I'll have like sticking up this way. And then we'll draw one that's really super crazy and sticking right up like this. And then we're going to draw one that helps us feel like this is all part of the same head. So we're going to have it coming in here. And then we're going to go back to this other side. So let's take our banana concept here and make a banana that comes from this side and just sort of swoops out like this, coming from here. And then we'll draw some that comes along his face, just like this. This one probably comes in front of his ear a little bit. One that's over the top of all those. I'm just going to erase the corner of his cheek. In the back of that other piece of hair. This one I think is at the front. And not that his hair is, you know, a style, because it's just super messy. Then there's going to be like some more hair back here that you can't really see very well, but it just kind of fills in his head. And let's just balance these two sides a little bit with another flippy out bit here and connecting. I feel like these two are not equal somehow. This one's too big maybe. Let's make this one smaller. Let's just make it swoop out to here. That's probably better. And there. Okay, so there we have Mr. Spot's crazy hair. And now we're on to his body. So he just has a teeny little neck that comes out like this. in from behind. And then he's gonna have little sloping shoulders that just come down like this, not much at all. And then right down to his little wrists, and so here his hand is going to be pointing out this way, and then you're just going to see his fingers sort of lined up like this, and then his thumb like so. And then we're going to come up toward his shoulder and do the same thing for the other side. So down, straight to, and then we'll draw his little thumb here, and this is his wrist. And then his fingers are coming out this way. Like that. Alright, so now we come up, top of his arm, angling toward his armpits. Great. Okay, so now we're going to draw his little knees poking out like this from behind and in toward his ankles. And then we're just going to see his little toes back here. And same thing on the other side. Oh, let's draw his little knee wrinkles and the back of his foot. No, not that much. Just show his little knee wrinkles like so. Okay, now on this other side, same thing. Knees coming out and down, little knee wrinkle there, and then we'll see his ankle and his foot coming out this way, and his little toes. Okay, and then we can have, just like these are some of the leaves in his loincloth, and then maybe we see some more leaves here at the bottom. And maybe he's sitting on a rock or something. Okay, so these are all the shapes you need to draw a spot. And now the fun begins. We get to color him. So I'm also going to use color pencils for this character because it will certainly help with shading. But what I'm going to do first is go over the outlines in my Sharpie. So I'm just going to do the total outline in Sharpie, and then we'll come back and color. Alright, so I have all of my marker done, and now I'm going to go back through and color it in using color pencils. And so when I did my outline in marker, I did the fullest dark outline in my fine point Sharpie, and then I did ultra fine Sharpie for all of these tiny lines through his through the details. And I didn't outline the entire eyeball. I only did the top edge right here in black because that is the part that really ends up being visible in these kinds of characters. You don't want to have too many dark lines. And so right now I'm just going to lay down a really faint layer, and I keep building up color using my color pencils. Some freckles with our marker just at the very end. And I hope you enjoyed watching me draw a spot today. I hope you drew him too. I would love it if you would comment on my video, click like if you liked watching me draw it, and subscribe for more Doodle Draw art.